Hey guys, if you have a lot of website traffic coming from the United States, in this video I will show you how you can make sure that every single time that someone visits your website, without leaving their contact details or anything of that sort, how you can identify those anonymous website visitors and how you can push their LinkedIn profiles and their email addresses into Clay, and how you can then personalize emails at scale automatically. So as soon as someone visits the website, they automatically will receive an email which is super personalized to them. So first of all you need to do is go on the RB2B website. You'll click on Start Free, and you will be entitled for the paid plan, which I think is $129, well, $149 otherwise per month. So this will be the plan that you can redeem for free for 7 days, but I think they probably increase it to a month, that you can get it for free for a month. As soon as you do that and you're signed in inside of the RB2B account, all you need to do is click on integrations, and you can do so over here, and you would see that Clay is an option over here. So you will then click on set up integration, and straight away you have a webhook URL that you need to enter. So at this moment in time, I'm going to go inside of Clay. I'm going to open up a new table. I'm going to click on add, and I'm going to type in webhook. You should see a monitor webhook sign. You will then start creating the source. You will copy and paste this URL and push it back into the RB2B website. You can then click save. And at that moment in time, you can send a test event to your Clay account. So I'm going to click on this once again, and we can see over here it's been sent. So in the background, it should appear over here. If we click on it, voila, we have a hot lead, and this is the person, Adam, that's just visited our website. This will be their business email and so on. So at this moment in time, you can map out the fields. So what I'm going to do is basically map out that, let's say the company, the email address, where is it? The email address is here. We will map it to the email address over there as well. Then on top of that, the LinkedIn URL, we'll map it to the LinkedIn profile column. So once again, it gets automatically filled every time that the data comes in. Company domain, so we're looking at, so over here, the website. So this will be the company domain. And then we're going to look at the full name of the person. So once again, I don't think right now they just send first name and last name. So those could be two separate columns. And the way that we will create them is basically by clicking on new column, text, and editing those columns and calling it first name and last name. So, I mean, all of this is quite self-explanatory. Let me do this in the background. I'll show you what I get up to as soon as I'm done with it. Straight away, as a first step, what we've done so far is we basically mapped out all the columns against the columns that you can see inside of the Clay table. And we now have the state of where the person lives, the captured URL. So the captured URL is where explicitly they visited on the website before we managed to identify de-anonymize them. So in this case, we can tell is the pricing page. We can see the estimated revenue of the company. We can see the employee count and the email address, the company domain, and LinkedIn profile. Now, there are a couple of things that we can do here. The first option is we always need to think of an email template in advance. So we need to think, what would a personalized email look like? And in this case over here, what I'm going to basically do is try and automate this email to each individual company. So, to each individual website visitor. So all I need to find here, because we already have the first name, I need to find out the product name from the website. I need to find out their target industry of who they sell to, because in this case, my client provides like a digital sales room. So in this case, we want to figure out who is the target audience of this specific, website visitors. And then finally, we don't really need to research too much more, but also here for email 2, we need to find out past company name of where this random website visitor worked at before. So we can show that we've personalized it. And once again, the ICP job title, the industry, all of this beautiful stuff. And I'll show you how I get on with building this in the meantime. I don't want to walk you through it step by step, but I will give away this Clay table so you can basically copy and paste the prompt straight after. So let me get building, and in the meantime, I'll show you in a second what the final output looks like. Right, so it's probably been about 10 minutes since I recorded the last bit of the video, and since then I basically created 3 separate things. The first thing is I basically got to scrape the website and pick out a name of a product, and so that now we can say, guessing you're looking to have more visibility on buyers when selling this specific product. So that's the first thing that we're going to say in the email. Secondly, the second enrichment I used was to figure out who the target ICP is of this company, because obviously we want to reach out with this message, and it will say something like, hey, as you sell to marketing directors in the SaaS industry, right? And then finally, we've scraped the LinkedIn profile of the individual and we picked the name of their past company. And essentially, all of these variables are enough to be able to send those 3 emails. So what I'm going to do right now is copy and paste the email templates, bring it inside of Clay, click on Actions, click on Draft Email, copy and paste all of those. And I'm going to basically autofill all of those using the backslash, selecting the first name. Saw you lurking on our website. I'm guessing you're looking. And essentially, I'm just going to autofill all of the output from over here. So let me just do that. Essentially over here, I've just copied and pasted the template. You can see that this is what it looks like. I'm going to say subject RE free trial question. And then at that moment in time, I'm going to click on save. And once again, I want to use my own ChatGPT here because I don't want to spend money on credits. Save and run one row. And hopefully at this moment in time, it should populate the email. So this is what an average email would look like. Hey, Adam, saw you lurking on our website. I'm guessing you're looking to have more visibility on buyers when selling personal level or whatever, all of these things. I'm sure you can benefit from this. If so, feel free to set up a free trial. Simply reply trial. I will bully our customer success team into extending the trial past 7 days. PS, there are so many different use cases. And then here we'll basically add a link later down the line as well. We can title this email 1. And we'll do the same for email 2 and email 3. So let me just do that in the background and I'll show you the final output. Nothing crazy. I'm just going to literally copy and paste the entire template into Clay. And I'm going to copy and paste it here. I'm going to autofill the variables. And once again, literally anyone can do this. And then same thing again over here. I'm just basically just generated a very similar template to last time. Going to save and run the row. And you should see the final output here. And once again, the reason I'm not running it across hundreds of people is because right now we don't really have that many website visitors to play around with. And here would say, hi, Adam, I'm sure back in your robbery days, you couldn't imagine losing deals simply because your prospect couldn't find the proposal attachment in their email thread. And once again, you can autofill here for the pain points that typically your prospect would face. If I could send you a Loom showing how to engage each buying stakeholder for RB2B using our sales room, would that be useful? Reply yes to see what I had in mind. And once again, you can basically generate a bunch of emails like this, and each email will have a degree of personalization. And that's pretty much that. Actually, after you set all of this up, you've got 3 personalized emails that will be sent out. All you then have to do is go inside of RB2B, and over here you can basically switch on to make sure that the status is switched on. Click on save, and now every single time that a new lead visits the website, automatically the data will be pushed inside of Clay itself. And at that moment in time, you can also click on add enrichment, type in whatever provider you use for your email automation. In my case, I use SmartLead. I'm going to add the lead to our campaign. And I'm not going to show this because it'll probably reveal my secret API keys. But basically, you just click on that, you choose a campaign, and you basically, every single time that someone will then visit websites, they will be automatically pushed through this entire sequence, and a personalized email will be sent to them the minute they visit the website and their details are found. So once again, if you want a full guide explaining how to use RB2B, I'll link it down below. It's relatively self-explanatory. I'll also share the table link for this specific thing. And of course, as always, if you have any questions about Clay or anything of that sort, I do have a Clay course. And if you just simply go on my LinkedIn profile, I'm sure you'll see it somewhere. It will say Learn Clay with me. And as soon as you click on that, you should be able to see a landing page which takes you to the course. And it costs £100. It's got a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I teach you everything that you need to know in order to learn Clay as a beginner. And it takes you from a beginner stage to an intermediate stage. I also have a separate course specifically for recruiters, which costs £200, and it has a very similar vibe to it. So in the meantime, if you're interested in mastering Clay, learning Clay, or anything of that sort, literally just drop me a line, or I'm sure you will see wherever you're watching this a bit more details about myself, and you can go to LinkedIn, and I'm sure you'll find one way or another that I can help you with Clay or anything of that sort. Now, in the meantime, if you have any questions, my DMs are always open. If you want to leave a comment down below, I'll be more than happy to reply to that as well. Good luck with using RB2B for any sort of integrations, and I hope you found this video useful. If so, just like this video, comment down below, because let's be real, no one really likes or comments on how-to videos for these kind of like boring sales tools. So I'd really appreciate your like on that. Anyways, have a good one. Cheers.